I come to you today with some really disturbing news. People are actually using ground marble in their high-end fluoroelastomer rubber compounds. In fact, this practice is so widespread that the major polymer manufacturers actually have it in their technical literature. Here it is. I printed it out myself. I carefully concealed the supplier name just in case they want to rethink it. Here's a piece of marble. I got it from the hardware store. They use it to put into flower beds as a decorative rock. You can see how hard it is. Shocking, isn't it? To tell the truth, when I first heard it, I couldn't believe it either. Using a material like this in aerospace and automotive, can you imagine the liability? And here's a sample of the ground marble itself. It's a powder, really dusty, especially if you spill it or get it on your fingers. This is a piece of fluoroelastomer scrap. As you can see, it's not hard at all. In fact, it's pretty soft. It does not come from a hole in the ground. It comes from a controlled source. Here's some fluoroelastomer scrap that we processed into 170 mesh fluoroelastomer micropowder. If you're careful, you can put this into a fluoroelastomer compound too. What do you think happens when you try to put ground marble into a rubber compound? Well, I will tell you what happens. The elongation drops by half, the hardness goes way up, the modulus doubles, and the viscosity goes way up. That's because ground marble is hard. It makes a compound harder. What do you think happens when you put fluoroelastomer micropowder into a fluoroelastomer compound? Well, the tensile strength and hardness stay about the same. Modulus goes down a little, elongation goes up a little, and the viscosity goes up a little. That's because the fluoroelastomer micropowder is not a filler. It extends the compound but has minimal effect, and that includes the heat and hydrocarbon resistance. Now, it is quite true that you cannot use just any fluoroelastomer powder to do this. If you use the material that people call regrind, for example, the tensile strength and elongation will go way down. That's because that material was produced using a different process, and you never really know about the feedstock. But that's a topic for another video. So the data is perfectly clear. If you can use ground marble in a fluoroelastomer compound that comes out of the ground and increases hardness and cuts elongation in half, it ought to be perfectly reasonable to use fluoroelastomer micropowder in a compound that gives very little change in properties. The best part is, it also works for compounds other than fluoroelastomer, provided you go about it in the right way. For further information on this shocking development and other information about performance elastomer recycling, check out our website at www.fluoroelastomerrecycling.com, and thanks again for watching.